Welcome back into Climbing the Summit podcast, where self realization, self discovery is the ultimate destination. I am your host, Danny Cobbin. Today, we're going to talk about hope. And I was out running this morning for the first time in quite some time. I had my 40-pound Ruck bag on. And while I was out, I started to enjoy the sun. I started to feel the street underneath my feet. I felt like in the experience today, not every day, but today, I 100% felt like it was almost like a running meditation. I thought to myself, I guess this is what people who run long distances feel like when they're in their runs. And I'm sure at some point in your life, you have went out and started something new, and in the experience thought you had to be good at it in order to get started. And it's fascinating because I was watching the Willy Wonka movie, right? I was enjoying it with the kids. I was listening to the music, and the music is vibing. I'm gonna be 100 with you. The music is vibing. One of the songs is called "A Hat Full of Dreams." If you haven't listened to the album or seen the movie Wonka, I highly recommend it. My children love it. We've watched it 3 times since it's been out. And here's what the end of this song says. In this city, anyone can be successful if they're talented and work hard, or so they say. But they didn't mention it would be so stressful just to make a dozen silver sovereigns last more than a day. And in that moment, you hear a kid ask him for a sovereign so that he can have somewhere to stay. And he's like, yeah, here you go, kid. And the kid says, thank you. And the last line of the song is, I've got 1 silver sovereign in my pocket and a hat full of dreams. And a hat full of dreams. And I remember watching the movie and a tear crossed my eye. Like it ran down the cheek. And the reason why the tear ran down the cheek is because it's so true. That yes, it is hard to keep money in your pocket. Yes, it is hard to make money doing the thing that you love to do. But coming alive to life the way Willie does, the way you hear me coming alive on this podcast, the way you do whenever you go out and you do that thing that you enjoy doing, when you are alive like that, the world itself comes alive. And what I saw when I was crying a little bit after watching the Wonka movie was that sometimes in life, you get discouraged. You get downtrodden. You feel like you've been run over. You feel like nobody cares. You feel like there's all these reasons to give up on your dream. But this morning when I was running and I was looking at the sun, all I could say is thank you for another day. Thank you for another opportunity to come alive to the thing that I came here to do on earth. Now, every morning I don't wake up with that kind of zest, that kind of fire. No. But when I can remember that I don't get every one of these sunrises, right? There's not an infinite amount of days. There's not an infinite amount of time. But there are some things that I want to do in my life. I want to accomplish. And if I allow myself to be consistent, not because somebody else told me to be consistent, but because consistency looks like the thing that will get me closer to my mountaintop, well, then I'm going to be consistent. I'm going to wake up and I'm going to go run. I'm going to work out. I'm going to meditate. I'm going to do some yoga. I'm going to do the things that make me come alive to life before the kids wake up, before I got to get involved with my day. That's not everybody. One of my clients, I asked him the other day, I was like, what's your morning routine like? He said, if I could get out of the house by 5:45 to get to work, it's a good day. You know what? That man does not need to wake up any earlier. He needs to get to work. He got kids, got things going on. But there are things that we were talking about that he can do, that he does, right? Because he started to see his own wisdom, he started to do things, small things, that bring him alive to life. Yes, Danny talks about going running, climbing mountains, doing these hard things. But some of us, we in the sauce every day. And if you're somebody that's in the sauce every day, I want you to know that yes, it is hard to keep those duckies in the pocket. But if you continue to come alive to life, if you continue to light up to your experience of reality, you're going to get where you want to go. You're going to be there. They say, when's the best time to plant a tree? 20 years ago. But the next best time is right now. So don't give up on your dreams. Don't give up on who you think you should be or who you want to be, or don't give up on the things that you should do. Find the smallest of the smallest of the smallest steps that you can take. And from that place, in the moment, see what's possible for you. And when you come alive to life, I guarantee you the people in your life will see that vibrance, will see that aliveness that is a part of who you are. And if they don't, get you another group of people. But that's how we build the world that we want to be a part of. We come alive to what it is that we want to do in this world, and then we go after it. And then we have hard times. But you know what Wonka did? He still sold the chocolate. Okay? Just like Wonka selling the chocolate, go out there, live your best life, do the thing that you're here to do, and enjoy yourself. Talk to you next time.